Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening it is to you, anywhere you may be around the world. My name is Sensei, and it is my absolute privilege to be with you today. I just had a very interesting encounter that made me think of something I decided to share today. Now, I have this group of teens that I mentor. They're not actually teens anymore, they're grown up. So one of them was reporting to me about an idea that he had, that he thought of, and that he shared with his friend. And this happened maybe 2 summers ago or whenever it happened. They were in this dispute. And so I was wondering, why was there this tension between these two kids that I know have loved each other for years? And so in getting the back end of the story was that his idea was stolen by his friend. And so in asking them questions, I said, well, he said, well, I don't know. I don't remember him telling me this, but I've thought about doing this for a long time and I actually went on to do it. And so in trying to solve the dispute, which we're still working on resolving the dispute or whatever, because now his friend, he's hurt. Okay. And I'm going to read her name. He's hurt because his friend took what he thinks was his idea and is executing it and is being known for it and he's getting results for it. And so as I left them, I told them we're going to talk about it more. As I left them, I got in my car and I was thinking, I said, how ironic is life? It occurred to me that I've heard this somewhere. The idea doesn't belong to who thinks it, the idea actually belongs to who executes it. Now, how many times have we had an idea or we thought of something we wanted to do and we did nothing about it? And the next thing you see is someone else doing it. Even if you never, I mean, it's happened to me not once, not twice, not three times. And I didn't share this idea with anybody. It just came to my mind. I should do this. I think I can do this. And I did nothing. I took no action. The next thing I do, I see um, someone doing it. And now you feel bad. Well, the idea doesn't belong to who thought it. The idea actually belongs to who executes it. And I also heard a story of, the Uber apps, another guy who had this idea and he shared it with people that this is what he wanted to do, but he never did it. He was discouraged by a lot of people. And so, which leads me to think that when you have something that you want to do, don't put it off. And if you're not too sure, don't share with too many people because people will tell you, they told him, oh, you can't have it. There's the yellow cap. This is how is it going to work. People are not going to trust you to put their money on an app, put their information on an app and download. But are people not doing that? People are doing it. And so as I got into my car and I was thinking about these two kids, and it occurred to me that we need to start taking more action. Nothing ever happens or nothing will happen until you take action, and action depends on you. You have those dreams, you have those desires in your heart that you want to do, but it's not going to happen until you act. So, how do you move from that point of just dreaming to acting? First of all, just write down what it is you want to do. First, write it down. And then, second, what are the first three to five things that I need to do to execute this right now in phase one? And then start with the easiest thing to do, because once you do it, one thing, even if it's just to get the registration, then you set a timeline for yourself. Then the second thing is this, the third thing is this. You've actually listed out, you can actually see the reality of this thing happening. Once you do one thing, no matter how small it is, celebrate it. Because, I think Joan Boys, I can't pronounce her last name, but she said action is the antidote for despair. So once you take an action, no matter how small it is, you will feel motivated, excited to do the next step. So rather than dreaming and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, why not write down those things you want to do and then put down steps, action plans? I invite you, I'm going to be teaching a free masterclass on turning dreams into actions. I invite you to be a part of it. If you're interested in that, leave me a message, send me an inbox, leave me a message, send me an email, or hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll send you the invitation for the free class. So until we see again, remember, stay in action. Goodbye and God bless.